Thank you so much for joining me. I'm sorry I'm a couple of minutes late. The button was not there. The go live button would not let me go live. So yeah, here I am. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm the Songbird Stamper. My name's Heather Thomas. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator from Fareham in the UK. And I'm here to share some craft with you. It's birthday. It seems to be birthday season at the moment, and I must have missed quite a lot of birthdays in the past month. So I'm trying to build up my stash a little bit. I went to go and get some birthday cards the other day and I was like, I've run out. So if you have not had one from me and it is your birthday, I know of 2 birthdays today. Helen and Tamsin, happy birthday. And if it's your birthday and you've missed a card from me, I do apologise. I can only apologise. Right, I'm just going to try and find this video so I can see your comments. Good morning, Lizzie. Nice to see you. Lovely to see you last night as well. And morning, Anne-Marie. Nice to see you last night. We had a bit of a Stampin' Up event last night. It was fab. Absolutely fabulous. Love networking, love crafting with other crafters, seeing loads of different faces. And it's one of the many, many things you can do as a Stampin' Up demonstrator. And we talked about last night, actually, not telling people, you know, why don't we tell people this amazing opportunity is out there? So this amazing opportunity is out there for you. You can craft with loads and loads of crafty people, get involved in lots of fun events, and all you've got to do is join my team. And you get loads of products for that as well. It's £99, you get £130 worth of product, and you get a discount on all future orders, and you get this whole network and this whole community of friends, and it's just brilliant. So morning Anita, morning Fiona, nice to see you all. I can see all your comments coming in. Good morning Trisha, nice to see you. I'm just looking over at my computer, so I do apologise if I stare that way or that way. I don't know which way around it is. I'm just going to try and bring this video up big screen so that I can see all your lovely comments this morning. Watching and working, Fiona, bless you. Yeah, I was working yesterday, long day. I've done a lot of hours recently, so yes, that's another story. But yes, a little bit tired. Do you know what, Katie? I did sleep well, thank you. Woke up at 6:30. Ross was already up, bless him. He's not sleeping very well. But I went too early and woke up at 8 o'clock, which is good. Right, what have we got for you today? So, did you know that there is a sale on? There's 2 sales on at the moment. I am selling my retired products. So I've got a big box full of products. Stamp sets at £8. Punches are £9. Anyway, it's all over on my the Songbird Stamper retired product sale, if you fancy grabbing yourself a bargain. Embellishments down at £3, got ribbons at £3, embossing folders at £4. So yeah, head on over there if you want to check anything out second hand. Hey Tracy, Easter holidays, so you can join in live. Nice to see you. There's also a last chance sale on Stampin' Up. So our trusty, don't have it here, catalogue, terrible, is retiring at the end of this month. Hey Lisa, nice to see you. And yeah, there's some bargains to be had on the new. I don't know what's left. I haven't really seen. Excuse me. Thank you, Fiona. Good morning, Mo. I've got your stamp set to bring around, Mo. Thank you, Fiona. Yes, I'm loving it. New beanbag. Couldn't get a sofa to fit, so we've got a beanbag, and it's really comfy. So there's a last chance sale on. So there are reduced products there. There were stamp sets down as low as £8 on there as well, and lots of goodies to be had, but also lots of things still full price that you might have had your eye on that are going. So I'm using a couple of those today. So see what's around. Morning Sandy, nice to see you. I meant to send you a message and I forgot. So those are the 2 things going on. My retired sale, Stampin' Up's last chance sale, and then I'm joining Stampin' Up, joining my team, and then you've got the Snailed It card class. Bookings close on Sunday. The reason booking close on Sunday is because that just gives me enough time to order the products for those that are ordering papers and twine and hearts. That option is £28 with the kit. That's a bargain. Or you've just got the kit at £15, or you can add on the stamp set for the snails, and that kind of takes it up. Good morning, Mo. No, you don't owe me for a Rococo Rose Inca. Not yet. I haven't got that far. I think, to be honest, it'll probably be the end of the month, and I'll probably sort you out the other way by a retired product, Mo, because I think they're still on back order. and they could be on back order for some time, I believe. So I'm going to spin you over and we'll get to some crafting, shall we? That's what we're kind of here for, isn't it? Not to just listen to me waffling on this morning. Although it's beautiful out there, absolutely glorious. So hopefully you'll get to enjoy some sunshine this morning as well. I'll spin you over. I haven't made what we're going to make, but I've got lots of different elements cut out. So we'll go with that, shall we? Hopefully I'm not doing this very well. There we go, that's better. Talking of tired, last night I must have been exhausted because I went and locked all the doors in the house before we went to bed. And Russ said to me, "Have you just locked the doors?" I was like, yeah. He was like, can you just check? Because I think you've just unlocked all the doors. And I had. He had already been around and locked up, and I just went around and unlocked them all. Oh dear. Oh dear. Right, so what have we got? Come on, camera, you're supposed to be good at autofocusing. Oh, it is autofocused on my laptop, just not a good picture on my screen on my computer. So, I'm going to be working with, where is it? This stamp set today. I absolutely love this stamp set. I don't have the dies. I never did get the dies. It is still in a bundle. I'm really not doing very well today. But it comes with the most gorgeous overlay dies. I just didn't get them. I've seen loads of good stuff done with them. But I wanted to see... Oh, Kathy. We've got a Kathy here. Good morning, Kathy. I wanted to kind of show you what you can do just with the stamps alone. And you get this. This one here is a big stamp. So I've mounted that onto one of our F blocks. To work with the big stamps you normally need an F block, or you could use a stamping platform if you've got one of those. I love the sentiments in this one because this is a really great set for a beginner crafter, I would say, or somebody who doesn't have an awful lot, not a lot of space. You've got all of your sentiments and you've got all your flowers, and actually the card that we're going to make today just needs 2 ink pads as well, 2 colours of ink. So how cool is that we can make all these cards with just 1 stamp set, 2 colours of ink, a couple of dies, but you could do this with punches and all the rest of it, a little bit of twine. Anyway, so that's the stamp set we're going to use, and we're going to be using 2 colours. Which ones have we got? Flirty Flamingo and Smoky Slate. Now, I will be truthful and say this probably isn't a true Flirty Flamingo colour because mine needs re-inking. Sometimes I really like the muted effect that you get when you don't re-ink your stamp pads. So just bear that in mind. And maybe, you could have 2 stamp pads, couldn't you? You could have one for being full and vibrant and one for being a more muted colour of the same. Just a thought. Because I don't want to re-ink this now because I really like the colour. Good morning, Sarah, as well. We have Sarah watching. So thank you very much for joining us, everybody who's joining in. I'm going to grab a piece of Whisper White card and we're just going to have some fun stamping, really. This is the big, bold stamp that we're going to work with. I'm going to do that in Smoky Slate this morning. Love Smoky Slate. It's a really, really nice colour. And grey goes with everything, doesn't it? And then I'm going to turn this over. These blocks can be a little bit unwieldy, so I do know a lot of people use the Stamparatus and absolutely love it, which is a big stamping platform. I probably ought to get it out and should we do a live with it one day? So I'm just going to pop that down in the centre. I've got an equal distance here and here, which you'll see a little bit better. Hopefully I'll get a good impression with this. I tend to leave the big ones and just kind of press around all the different areas. Make sure that ink really soaks into the card underneath. And then pull that away. Beautiful. It is, you can see the kind of tones in it. So you've got a lighter here and a darker here. That's intentional. That's this kind of style of stamp set. You can see on the outer side of the case as well here. You get these different impressions. Gives a bit of 3D texture to your card. So what am I going to do? I'm going to grab my Flirty Flamingo. And you've got this little stamp here, which is the centre of the flowers. I probably need some more small blocks in my life, really. Let's take off the leaf, because I'm probably going to lose that less easily. So you can see in the centre of my flirty, you can literally see it. It's a bit more juicy and it's a bit drier in the centre here. And that's where I'm going to stamp because I want that lighter Flirty Flamingo colour. I'll show you the difference. Oops, I missed that. One of the benefits of the photopolymer stamp set is that you can stamp over fairly easily if you do miss stamp. Whereas with the red rubber, oh, it's so difficult with the red rubber. I don't want to say impossible because I have achieved it. Ah, no worries, Carol. Did you give me an angry face? I have been known to do that a few times in the past, so I really wouldn't worry too much. So that's the light version, and that's it kind of full strength. Can you see the difference between the stamped off and the dark? And I really want that kind of muted pink today, so that's what we're going for. Then I've got some leaves. Well, I've got the Flirty Flamingo out. One of the things I love about crafting, you can have whatever colour things you want. So if you want pink leaves, you can have pink leaves. If you want purple elephants, you can have purple elephants. I love the fact that there's kind of no rules, is there? And then I'm doing one in full strength and I'm doing one in stamped off. Let me just find my mouse. I seem to get messages. Messages go through and come up and block my comment screen. So Katie, that was you blocking it. Bless you. And I've got this tiny little flower here, and I'm just going to stamp that in grey. And again, I'm doing a mix of full strength and stamped off, because you get that real lighter effect. And when you start out crafting, you don't necessarily need a lot of different colours of ink pad, because if you get the darker ones especially, you can create lots of different shades just by doing this. So that's our stamping on the main piece. Anyway, oh, my stomach is rumbling. I don't know if you can hear it. Definitely purple elephants. If you had an elephant stamp. I've just sold mine, my second-hand one. Somebody bought that, the punch bundle. Good price, I think it was £22 for the elephants and the punch. So that's that. What are we going to do next? I've got a lot of pre-cut elements, but we need some more. So I'm going to bring in, let me show you how I did this first. So talking about strength of ink. Okay, so this is our card piece. Worked with Flirty Flamingo ink. Now that is the Flirty Flamingo cardstock that I've die cut using this die from the Nature's Positive Thoughts dies, which are fab. Let me grab those so you can see. Love these dies. So you get a kind of stitched frame. You get these that cut out the stamped images, but then you get this feather, the butterfly, the little bits of grass. And then you get this one here, but this one is the one I've used. I love it, a little accent. But I didn't love it in Flirty Flamingo. Okay, so I tried Blushing Bride, because that's a bit of a more muted tone. I'll hold that up, but I didn't really like that either. Didn't really go. It's Flirty Flamingo that I've used. Look, my camera is going for a wander. So what I did, I used one of my least often used techniques, but I know it's there, so I can call on it. I've got a piece of cardstock, I've got a blending brush, and I've got some Flirty Flamingo ink. And I'm going to pick up that ink. Takes a little while, only because my ink pad's really kind of running out of ink, but again, I like that effect. I'm making my own cardstock, basically, that's what we're doing. And it will be a much better colour match for the stamped, because I'm using the same strength. I've actually got something on my card there which is just resisting. That's no problem, Katie, bless you. No problem at all. I love that people chat. It's nice. So there we go. And then when you die cut from that, imagine run that through the die cutting machine, and my Blue Peter style, here's one I did earlier. There's I'll hold them up to the camera actually, it's a little bit easier. So there's the Flirty Flamingo. Yeah. There's the Blushing Bride. And there's the Flirty Flamingo that I've created. 3 completely different tones. 3 completely different colours. And that one I think is just really, really pretty. That one. So that's the one we're going to use. I'm die cutting without even getting the die cutting machine out. How good am I? Huh? So I've got a card base in Smoky Slate as well, but I don't tend to stick this on first, because if we stick this on and then we kind of work on it and then mess it up, I've wasted a whole piece of card. So I always stick working on this and just have to visualise what it looks like on there, because it changes it so dramatically. So we'll pop that to one side and we'll keep working on this piece here. I've got a little piece of cardstock. This is 1.7 centimetres by 10. It's just a completely random size, really. I think I just had a scrap in my box. Took a picture of what I was trying to make earlier, so I'm just going to try and find that. To jog my memory, kind of laid it all out on the cardstock and then got rid of it. So that's going to go on there, and this one's going to tuck underneath. So there's a couple of ways you can do this. I'm going to do it by just popping a little bit of glue, or you could use tape runner, onto the top edge of this card here. Actually left the lid off at some point. I've got a tiny bit of blockage in here, and then it's all going to come squirting out. There we go. So pop a tiny bit of glue on the top there. And then I'm going to lay that over the top of my piece here. And then because it's wet glue, you've got that wiggle room just to move it around until you're happy with how it's lined up. So that one's going to stick straight on, I think. I might put it on dimensions. Depends how bulky a card I want. I kind of want to be able to send this in the post. So I think I'm going to stick this one straight on. Good morning, Jacqueline. Nice to see you. Hope you're having a good day today. It's very sunny, isn't it, today? The ink one is best. It's pretty, isn't it? Yeah, much, much softer. It's a really good technique. I think I've got that upside down. Yeah, that way's better. I think. Oh gosh, decisions, folks. Which way up do we want it? I'm going to go with this one. I'm just going to lay that on round about there. Good morning, Sue. Ah, bless you, not late. We've just done a bit of stamping. And then I use the grid paper. I love this. Again, for sale on the Stampin' Up website. Order it through myself. I love it because you can just line this up at the bottom, and then I'm just using the guides here to line that up, and I know then that I've got that straight. And that's just a little embellishment that we're popping on. I've then used, and these are retiring, this is what I think you really, really should have in your life. £28. I love them. Stitched shapes dies. Stitched shape framelets. Excuse me. You get 4 ovals, 4 squares, and 4 circles. And they're retiring. I'm so sad. Like, really, really sad. Although we did hear that even some of the retiring things, they're staples, they may come back when there's a bit more of a demand for them. So give it a couple of years, you might see these again. So I would definitely grab those now while you can do. I've just put mine onto magnetic sheeting. But yeah, they come out all the time. And again, I'm die cutting without die cutting because I've already run one off. And that's the second largest circle, for anybody wondering. Oh, sorry, the second smallest circle. That's that one. Had lots of watering to do in the greenhouse. Oh, lovely. We haven't grown anything this year. Got got kind of too much on our plates, really. I've also used a retiring punch, or retired, I'm not sure, 2-inch punch. Because, again, they haven't retired in my mind. I'm still using them. I'm in denial, as they say. It's not happening. If I pretend it's not happening, it's not happening. We'll still use, yeah, exactly, Sue. I'll still use them. Because they're lovely. So I've got this happy birthday stamp, and that is from this stamp set, one of my go-tos, and luckily this one is carrying over. Thank you, wishing every happiness on this special day will bring. These are the moments we'll look back on, enjoy, thinking of you with all my heart. Congratulations, happy birthday, life is better with a friend like you. This gets used a lot. A lot. So love that one. And I'm just going to use the happy birthday stamp, and I'm going to stamp in, I don't know which colour to stamp in. Could do a bit of two-tone stamping, couldn't we? Should we see if it works? If I can't decide, we can grab our markers and do it in 2 colours. So I want the Smoky Slate marker and the Flirty Flamingo marker. And I'm going to do the happy, and all you do is you grab your stamp, you grab your marker, and you just rub. See how I'm using the side of it? I'm not up over using the end because I don't want to damage the end. So I'm just using the side of the marker. Oh, is that one already gone? See, I keep them in my stash. I love a punch. I love a punch. And then just colour over the word. Now, you can't do this with alcohol markers. It won't work. You can try it with kids' markers. And then you just puff on it. And then you pop, I'm not putting it in centrally. And now I've got the word happy in pink and the word birthday in grey. So that's what I tend to do if I can't decide. Grab my markers and give that a go like that. Use a little bit of Tombow, pop the happy birthday onto my Smoky Slate 2-inch circle. So has anybody got any plans for the rest of the day? What's everybody up to? That's going to go on Dimensionals. Yes, it is. But first, good job I remembered. I'm going to wrap some twine around. I always forget. Always forget to do my ribbon and my twine. So all I'm going to do is just pop that down on there. This is the basic grey and the Blushing Bride. But the Blushing Bride works really nicely, so that's okay. Twine, both in the mini catalogue at the moment. And I'm just going to pop a little bit of tape runner on the reverse side. Lay that down on there. And then I'm going to keep it straight. You can twist it if you want to. You could do a couple of twists actually. That would look quite nice, but I'm going to keep it straight. Dishwasher man. Just resting. You've got docs. You've got the doctor at 1. Yeah, you need to rest then today, bless you. So that's going on there. Dishwasher man. So coming to fit. Have you been washing all your dishes by hand then, Rosie? Bless you. And then I'm going to pop this up on Dimensionals. So I try and tend to miss out this middle bit. So I'm kind of thinking where the twine is going. That's going through the happy birthday. So I'm going to put some at the top. I've taken to using more Dimensionals recently than I think I ever have done. And I'm going to put some at the bottom. And then I'm going to let the twine in the middle and the build up of that card support the middle bit, if that makes sense. I think that's kind of lined up. Just that you can see a little bit of the twine and a little bit of our embellishment sticking out over the side there, like that. Then I've created a bow out of the twine too. I tend to stick my bows on separately For anybody wondering how I do that. It fuses your electrics. Oh no! It fuses your electrics every 5 minutes, but you can't get a part because of Brexit and COVID. What a nightmare, Rosie. What a nightmare. So I've got a little glue dot, and I'm just going to pop that on. Try and lift that up and pop it on so some of the twine is on, but then there's this little gap where I can put the knot of my bow. If you put it on over the twine, which you can do, what you're finding is that the twine just becomes really, really flappy. This is the way I sometimes do it. Sometimes I put it on and over. Depends what mood I'm in, I suppose. So how are we going to embellish this then? With the stamp set, you get these little flowers and these little leaves. So I've just gone ahead, and I'm going to need some more, so we'll stamp some more, but I've gone ahead and cut out 3 of the flowers and 3 of the leaves. And then I decided that when I stuck these on, you couldn't really see them so well. So I thought, right, so I think these need a bit of dimension to them and would look better actually overlaid. So we need 6, not the 3. Oh, thank you, Katie. So cute. Yeah, I do love a cute flower. I love a cute flower set. A lot of people say, oh, there's so many flower sets in the catalogue. Because we use them. Because we use them. That's the only reason they keep selling them so much, is because we keep buying them, because they're so pretty. So again, I'm going for the middle of my ink pad where I know it's a little bit of a lighter ink. I'm good with that. I've stamped them fairly close together because I'm going to be fussy cutting them out. I don't need any more leaves for this card. There's a little tip. We might be making 2 cards today. Might be. I think we will. I think I'll get through it in time. And then I'm just looking for this tiny little thing here. That's going to be the centre of my flowers. This is one of those stamp sets you have to be really, really careful that you don't lose all the little bits. Oh, I did that too dark. That's going to have to be an underneath flower. I've forgotten that I stamped them off first. Didn't want it so dark. But that's okay, we can always rectify things. I've learned to be quite adaptable when I've started crafting. Things go wrong, you just go, oh well, how can we fix that? I don't know if the dies have got dies that cut out these flowers. I don't mind a bit of fussy cutting. Okay, so I've got a question for you all. What is the one craft technique, tip, trick that you don't like to do? So I learnt yesterday that Anne-Marie, I kind of knew this, but I hadn't realised it was such a vehement dislike. Anne-Marie does not like fussy cutting. So tell me, I'd like to learn a little bit more about you and your crafting. What do you hate to do in crafting? For me, I wouldn't say I hate it, but I just don't do it. It's dry embossing. I don't get my embossing folders out anywhere near as much as I should do, or would like to. Maybe I just feel it's a bit faffy. Maybe I don't have them close enough on hand. I don't know what it is, but I don't do that. So fussy cutting for you as well. Ah, so we've got a bit of a team of fussy cutting haters out there, which is a shame. I love it. I will quite often use the snips instead of the die cutting machine, even if it's right next to me, because it just feels easier. Maybe that's why I don't like normal embossing. Measuring. Ah, Lizzie, you're a bit more of a free spirit, aren't you? Measuring and technical cards. Do you mean like fancy fold cards? So things you have to be precise on and Yeah, I can definitely see that. You are a bit more whimsical in your crafting. I love fussy cutting too. So this one has to go underneath, and I'm going to just bend all those. Yeah, I suppose if you don't have a steady hand and you find it difficult, then you find it not enjoyable. I'm just going to layer those on, one on top of the other. Just put a little dab of glue in the middle. And there's no kind of, they're not designed to line up, so we're just creating something with a little bit more punch to it, I suppose. Fancy folds, not your forte. No. Hard to get the border right and even. That's one of the biggest things Russ pulls me up on, bless him. He's pretty good, but if I show him a card, he'll go, it's not quite straight. And it is hard. It is hard to get them really straight, isn't it? And even, yeah, like no wonkiness at all, but hey, I guess life's wonky. I don't mind a bit of wonky. Again, fancy fold, something I don't do as much as I probably could, would like to. That's one of the reasons I like doing the classes, because when we do a fancy fold class, it pushes me to do them. So I've just put that on there, I haven't let it dry, and now I'm fiddling with it. So leave that alone and then fiddle with it afterwards. So I'm going to pop these on flat because I've given them some dimension now. I think to put them up on, one of the ways, a really good tip for you, if you're not sure whether you would like it up on dimensionals or not, take a piece of your corner where it's got the adhesive backing on both sheets still, and then you can just see what it would look like. You can kind of sit it up on top and see what that would look like lifted up versus laid flat. And I'm going to leave that laid flat, I think. I've already got kind of enough dimension in my focal point here. You tend to not use stencils. That surprises me, Anita. I thought you would be stencil mad. Is that because you're unsure, do you think? Or you just don't, yeah, like me with dry embossing, you just don't do it. You love, love, love dry embossing. Yeah, see, we're all different. I'm just going to pop that on about there. This one I'm going to stick on flat as well. But I'm only going to put glue on the side because it's going to overhang the edge. And this one is going to live down here. Favourite is die cutting and colouring. Technical card using. I know, Katie. You're. Yeah, that's the other thing I don't like to do is cards with too much die cutting. I think, but you do it. You do loads of it, don't you? Those wheel cards. Yes, there's a new thing in the new catalogue, which is going to be really interesting. I might get it just to give it a go and show you all. So I'm just popping this on with some leaves on our smaller flowers here. I've put them all in the same direction, which is a bit of a shame, but. And with the leaves, I'm just giving them some shape by bending them. You can use your bone folder as well. I need to have a drink, really. Sorry about my. It's because I haven't had breakfast or a drink this morning. Terrible. And then this one's going to go. I might just need to chop the end off this one to get it to fit a little bit better underneath there. Or we could have it coming out underneath that way. That's quite nice, actually. Yeah, by having the pieces. So you have lots of pieces. Yeah, that tends to be the way I do my cards. I make lots of pieces and then put them all together, but I just don't die cut them. I fussy cut them. So we put our grey base to one side. I think it's probably time to bring that back in now. and then we'll pop that down on there with some glue. So I just wanted to show you really without a huge amount. I mean, if you don't have dies as well, you could do this with punches. All we've done is created a little element here. I just want to show you with a pair of scissors, 2 ink pads and a stamp set what you can create. Okay, good. So 2 stamp sets. I've been a bit naughty, but you could absolutely use these sentiments in here. Thinking of you. I probably should have just used the 1 stamp set. Sure do miss you. Get well soon. Thank you would fit on there. You can trim these down. Get well soon. Oh, you love the colours. Bless you. Thank you. Looks like a 3-year-old's been let loose. Bless you. I really know, that really surprised me. Anita, we'll have to do some stencil work then maybe. I am going to put some gems on this one, if I can find them. Just some basic rhinestones. I wonder whether to put them in the centre of my flowers actually. Kind of want to use these up, you get so far down there. Oh yes, oh that's pretty, but I wonder whether I shouldn't stamp the grey centre, but we're going with it. That's our card. Card number 1. Ah, thanks Tracy, thanks Mo, bless you. And I have got a piece of card for the inside as well, and we will just stamp a flower, I think, on the inside. So we've got our piece of card, because you don't want to write just on grey, do you? And you can put a nice sentiment on the inside. Yeah, the centre of the flowers does look good for the gems. Yeah, I like that. So I've got my flower, which is here. And we're just going to stamp that in Flirty Flamingo, I think. Oh, thank you, Mary. Yeah, I don't even know what I was inspired by. But something obviously struck the other day when I was trying to, because originally this Facebook Live was going to be a Forever Fern Step It Up card. You know, kind of how to take an idea from a little bit of simple stamping all the way on to kind of complex, building up the layers. But something obviously happened in the meantime to change my mind. There we go, so we're just popping a little flower on the inside to tie it in. That's all we need. Grey's gorgeous, isn't it? Yeah, I do like a bit of grey. So glue on the back. I've still got a bit of a blockage. It's really not coming out very fast. There it is. There it goes. And that's going to go on the inside. And then you can decorate your envelope as well. Should we do that? Shall we do that while we're here? I'm terrible. I make the outside of the cards. I don't finish them off. And then when I go to send a card, I'm like, oh, I don't have a decent envelope. I don't have... I need to order more envelopes. I don't have the inside of the card done, so I can't write that one. So that's our envelope. It's a little bit battered, but they get battered in the post anyway, don't they? So put that to one side. I'm going to grab the stamp and if I can find it. Where is it? Where's the stamp? I've literally on a massive block. Here it is, right next to me. And a chamois, because I'm going to stamp this in pink. Stamping over it flaps. Yes, that does look nice. Yeah. I'm going to stamp on the front of the envelope though, because I think that looks really pretty when it comes through the door. The few that I've received that have been done, it look really nice, and you can tell automatically. Ah, hello Jill. It is such a gorgeous day, isn't it? I know. I must make the effort to go out later. And I'm just going to stamp that down there. Thanks, Trisha. Yeah, it's gorgeous, isn't it? Flirty Flamingo, but not the full strength. So I've used the kind of half strength Flirty Flamingo and the grey there. And there's my card, my envelope. Possibly could have stamped that off. And then we're going to go for the centre of the flowers with the grey this time. And that one I am going to stamp off. Oh, you could go wild on the envelopes. You could decorate the envelopes as much as you decorate the cards, but... Oops, come on. There we go. And then you could put some leaves on and some little flowers, but we'll make a second card, I think, today. So there's our card, our envelope, and on the inside as well. You are busy on the Facebook group. Daily challenges throughout. Wow. Daily challenges throughout April. Anita. So for our second card, I've already made a start. So this is what I'm going to use. I've done all my stamping. Jill, have you got this one? Fabulous. All I've done is 2 colours of ink, Jill. You'll love this if you've got this. And I've just got a big circle, which I've die cut again from these ones. That's the second largest one today, though. Or on this card, should I say. We're well ahead of the curve. This is again, Jill, you might have missed this or anybody joining now. How to create, this is my tip of the day. So my Flirty Flamingo ink pad is running out. And that's Flirty Flamingo cards. It's really dark. Like, it's a completely different colour to my ink pad, that is, at the moment. That's the Blushing Bride, but it's a bit meh. I didn't really like it. And then that one there is, I've sponged onto the cardstock, then cut it out, and you get a completely different colour. The one on the right, it's almost more like a baby pink, which I really like. So that's how I've done that. Oh, you've been using it. Oh, Jill, let me see. Don't be a tease. I want to see what you've made. Yes, Sue, I don't have the large die. I don't have the dies to go with this. I never did get them. I might get them now they're carrying over. So this one I'm just going to pop on. It's just an element, really. It's just a little bit of added interest underneath our focal point. So I'm just going to pop a bit of glue. Kind of had it, so I figured we'd use it. And we're just going to pop a little bit of glue over the back of here. And then lay that down. Ah, thank you. Okay, this is going to go up on dimensionals. I haven't got a backing to it as such, but that's okay. I've got the word happy that I have fussy cut, and then out of this stamp set, the one we use in the Blossoms in Bloom, I love it because it's got the text on it as well. So I've taken happy birthday. The big word happy is from this set. So I've just stamped this and then fussy cut this one out. This is the Pretty Perennials, which is good. I think it's going to go. I'm putting an angry face on my own video because I don't want that to go anywhere. And then we've got birthday and happy, and I'm going to stamp some more flowers. So we're going to build up a little bit of a picture over there. So let's stamp some flowers and cut those out. Again, just got a bit of scrap white and my flower stamp. How did you get on with the Gilding Flakes, Jill? Did they go everywhere? Did you end up with flakes all over the house like most people did? I don't think I'm going to get another one on there. I might do. Am I being a bit... Ah, that's good. I think I can probably just cut that out. And then some leaves. Oh, we need 6 of them though, don't we? Yeah, we'll try for 3 and see how they look. I'm going to stamp on... No, oh, stamp or just the gems? I might just go with the gems on this one. I can always take them off and stamp it after if I don't like them. Yeah, so don't forget bookings closed for May's class. So you get the full kit, you get full written instructions with all the measurements on so that you can recreate the cards. That is £15 for the basic kit. There's enough twine, has enough hearts in there, there's enough paper, enough card to make 3 beautiful handmade cards. Or you can add on the papers, the gems, the embellishments, so the little hearts, and you can add on the twine and the kit and postage and instructions and video, £28. Or it goes up from there, and I'm terrible. I think it's 46 for the next setup, which includes the stamp set. But it's all on my website, www.thesongbirdsstamper.co.uk. But bookings do close on Sunday, so that I can get the product ordered, get the kits prepped, get them out to you in time. And good, you followed my tip and put them in a larger box. Brilliant. Yeah, otherwise they really do go all over the house. And not a larger box with a suction lid is what I've learned. I'm cutting this off camera. So you don't want one where you kind of have to drag the lid off. You want something where you just unclip the lid and take it off. Otherwise, the suction that's caused where you pull the lid off causes the flakes to go everywhere, apparently. Somebody was telling me that from experience, I think. Oh no, yes, please join the group, Sue. And anybody who wants to join, we've got a little bit of a chat group going on. I don't know which one, Katie. We've got 3 groups. I might need to amalgamate them and sort them, to be honest, because it's getting a little bit out of hand. But yeah, we've got 3 different chat groups open, so anybody can join, have a chat. I set them up at the beginning of the lockdown because some people are a bit lonely, and one-to-one sometimes we don't always have the time for each other, do we? Not everybody has time for everybody, but everybody has time for somebody. So I think that's what I kind of figured. So I figured to set up the group, and then everybody can be there for everybody when they've got the capacity and the space to be. Birthday weekend, 30th of April. No, it's the 7th of May. 7th of May, Friday. Sad times, Lizzie. Yes, it's this following Friday for the snail mail class. So that's there. Let's just kind of try and pull this together. Really, I might stamp some leaves. Talking of printing, Russ always says to me, "I make this. I'll stamp this," and he'll go, "Yeah, you could print that." Like, yeah, I'm not going to print it, sweetie. I'm a crafter. Yeah, he says, but you could print it and you'd get the same every time. Okay, yeah, I kind of see where you're coming from, but yeah, I'm glad. Yeah, that's Sue. Thank you. That's why I did it, because collectively, then as a group, we can be there for each other. So yeah, please do join anybody that wants to. So leaves, they're going to go full strength, I think. Oh, we've got a right motley crew in our group. I've never met a couple of them. We've got somebody in America, somebody down in Devon, all over the country. Actually, I've not met a few in the wider group. I've loved lockdown for that. Actually, I've connected with more people through lockdown virtually, and I just need to meet people in person now. And if you don't look like what your profile picture looks like, Tracy Carter, if you're on here, I totally recognised your name last night, but I was like, nah, it doesn't look like the Tracy Carter I know from the Facebook messages. So if your Facebook profile doesn't entirely look what you look like, maybe you've changed your hair colour, or you lost a little bit of weight, or whatever, I might not recognise you if we meet in person. So, am I working on the 30th? Gosh, Lizzie, I'll have to check my calendar. 30th of April. I don't know what I'm doing at the moment. It's in the diary, I just don't know off the top of my head. What day is that? Is that a weekend? Yes, please, Fiona. You are already in the news group, but join the chat group. Please do, we'll add you as well. I nearly added you yesterday, Fiona, just out of sheer wanton delight. But I didn't, for some reason. Your profile is a Sunset Sue. I would have no idea what you look like in real life then. But yeah, it's going to be funny, isn't it? But please don't take any offence if we ever meet in public and I don't know who you are. So that's going to go on there, kind of something like this. Can you see what I'm doing? And then I'm just going to put the gems on so that I don't put the words on over the... Look, last one used up. Sometimes I don't use these big gems enough. So that can go into the cardboard. And that can go into there. So it's nice to use the big ones up. Well, I've brought out 3 packets of these because obviously everyone has 3 packets of rhinestones open at a time. Tell how old these are. These are the old packaging. Katie's my administrative assistant, it seems, adding people. And that one in there as well. So that's kind of what I'm going for. I'm a twine. Maybe should we make a twine bow? Shall we do that? I've got 2 pieces of twine. So this is how I do my double twine bows. That's got to go on there as well. Pull the ends together so they meet, roughly. Everyone says, how do you tie a bow? It's like really awkwardly. When I've seen everybody else tie their bows, when I do some kind of round the fingers, round the houses contraption, it works for me. It's how I learnt. I sat in front of YouTube and watched a YouTube video for about 3 hours when I started crafting. I didn't know at the time that you could slow YouTube videos down, so I just kept pausing, rewind, pause, rewind, pause, rewind, until I had it nailed. And that's our little bow. And then we can trim the ends because I don't really want a long tailed bow for this one, really. You could add some white in there as well. Could do a white and a... Might be a bit dark, that one, but white would lift it a little bit. So let's get adding this together, shall we? I'm going to put some dimensions on the back of this one. And these are not going kind of over anything, so we can put dimensionals all the way around. Oh, what, tying the bow? Gosh, no. There's much easier ways of doing it, I've learnt since. You don't want to know my crazy way. I can say I will teach you if you'd like to know, but I don't know what the difference is between them. I seem to get a really nice bow most of the time. So every now and again you get a ribbon that just twists in the middle. But most of the time I get a nice bow. So I'm going to stick the word happy down flat. You could dimension it if you were going for all out dimension on this card. You could, but I've already got enough dimension, I think. So I'm just going to stick this down flat. I'm not putting any glue on the ends just because they will likely overhang the edge of this circle. Kind of sticking it on in the middle, really. Ah, you like crazy? Yeah, I will teach you. If you like a bit of crazy. So I've gone for single flowers on this one rather than the double. Did I forget to do doubles? Possibly, but that would be telling, wouldn't it? I don't even remember where I had the flowers. Might need a bit of help reminding me. And then this one can go. Yeah, okay, so we're going to go there. Those are our 3 flowers. Stick those down. When I'm building up like this as well, can you see that I didn't stick everything down fully, so I didn't stick the top of the H down. If I had, I wouldn't have been able to stick that flower on underneath. So it can be just when you're building things up to begin with, just kind of putting things on a little bit more loosely. And again with the flowers, I'm not popping the glue all the way to the edges, just in the middle, lifting the edges of those flowers up, because then we're going to try and squeeze in some leaves, I think. But we'll get our sentiments on first. Yeah, I know, you need more fingers. Totally, Mary. Yeah, it's really not the most straightforward way of doing it, but there we go. The birthday's going to go up on dimensionals as well, I think. So that's just going to stick. So we're having a happy, happy birthday. That's what this card is about. If I can get it on straight. Just a little bit of dimension on there. That's going to go on with the glue dots. Why I just lose everything. Here we go. So I just use my Take Your Pick tool just to lift the glue dots off, and then you can pop it down where you want it. And then pop your bow on like that. So a couple of leaves. Give them a little bit of dimension again. You can just stick those underneath. Love stamps like this. So you've got a really big background. You can use these little ones as well to create all the different kind of texture and interest in the background. And then you can use them to fussy cut and create all of your focal point elements as well. You don't need 2 different stamp sets. I might not put a leaf on that one actually. And I might trim the end off that one. Just to get that one coming out like that. Ah, bless you. Thank you, Jill. Sometimes it works, doesn't it? And you just get this flash of inspiration and wonder, where did that come from? So that's our little leaf under there. We're going to pop this onto a card base. Again, smoky slate card base. It's the colours as well, I think. The colours make it. Just 2. You could do this with grey and blue. You could do it with grey and yellow. You could do so many different combinations. There we go. I'm going to do the inside again as well, just because we're here and I've already cut the cards. Oops. Okay, I know there's a few people whose birthdays I've missed, and this one is for you, and one of you is going to get this in the post, because I'm just going to grab out, I love this stamp. Happy little bit late birthday. The card, honestly, doesn't it, Mary? Doesn't that make such a difference putting it onto a grey card base? It really does. I'm going to use the pens as well here. So if I've missed your birthday in the last whatever, this card's for you. Is that a complete cop-out, sending all these cards? I will get back onto it, I promise. What you'll be pleased to know, if you've seen my birthday calendar, when my pre-order arrives, first of all, I'll be doing an unboxing. Secondly, I will be making, with the products, a birthday calendar. So I'm going to show you how you can make a birthday calendar of your own. I don't think we'll do a class on it, but we might do. But I don't think so. I think I'm just going to do a Facebook Live video, how to make a birthday calendar, and then upload that to YouTube. So I've just got my marker. I'm just going over the words happy birthday, and then I want a little bit late to be in pink. Again, you could do this like and cut it out. You could stamp it twice in different colours and then cut bits out. Just reactivating the ink there. And then I'm just going to pop this. I actually like my sentiments a little bit to the top. So I'm going to stamp that there. Happy little bit late birthday. Do a little flower down the bottom here. Yes, that's what twigged in my mind. The new calendar. There's a new calendar stamp. We can't say too much. I don't know what we're allowed to say, Katie. There's some new products coming that are very exciting. So I'm just going to stamp that one there. And yeah, we're going to make a nice birthday calendar. Because mine's off to see if you've got grey cardstock. Jill, if you haven't, let me know. Yeah, I need to update my birthday calendar. And I thought it'd be a great time to do it. I might not lose the leaf. The leaf was a bit big. I wonder if there's a little leaf that we might use. Yeah, there's this cute little diddy leaf here. Pre-order has shipped. Yes, so mine is in Frankfurt. I'm hoping it doesn't decide it wants a holiday because I would like it here. But yes, they're shipping. They are shipping. Pre-orders are getting underway. And we can show you what's coming up in the new catalogue. Can't show you the inside of the catalogue. Catalogues will be coming out. If you want one, just give me a shout. Send me a message. Let me know. Do whatever you want to. But yeah, if you want a catalogue and you want to see what's... and you don't even need to buy anything. Just all the new goodies. Loads of ideas, inspiration. Give me a shout and I will get one of those out to you. So there we go. Just a little bit of interest on the inside. Hello Kay, nice to see you, bless you. You are a little bit, we've nearly finished, but that's okay because there's always catch up and I'm going to show you now when I finish making this one what we've been up to and I'll give you a quick rundown for anybody joining late on how I made them. I hope you're well. Beautiful, beautiful day, isn't it? Absolutely gorgeous. There's too much in the new catalogue that you like, so... Yep, that's generally a problem I have too. But there's also a lot carrying over from last year, which I'm really pleased about. Okay, so I'll tell you a little bit of a story about this. Oh, this is from Happiest of Birthdays stamp set. Love it. I don't know if it's retiring, but it may stay in my stash just because of this one here. Pretty good at sending out late birthday cards. So, why did I start making cards? One of the reasons I started making cards is because I kept buying cards and I like to write. I write letters to a few people in my life still. And I love to write letters. I need to get back into it and send them off. But every couple of times a year, and I couldn't write anything. I mean, it's a bit difficult on this one, but if this was in the middle, and which is where birthday cards in the shop tend to put the big greetings right in the middle, I was like, where do you write everything? They didn't leave me any space, so I started making them so that I could put my own greetings. Isn't it funny? We all start making cards for different reasons. So let me spin that over. You sorted yourself yesterday. Yes, lots carrying over. I know, there's a good amount carrying over. I need to finish choosing your bits for pre-order and see what you want to get. Waiting. You were waiting, but I'm glad you waited until after. I know. I need to put another order in after last night. So these are the two cards. This is my envelope. I did misstamp a little bit, but hey, it's okay. Oh, there we go, that's better. So what have we done? Two colours of ink, Flirty Flamingo, which is running out, so it's a light Flirty Flamingo, and a Smoky Slate. Two colours of ink. That's all you need. One main stamp set, and you could do all of this with one stamp set. I just decided that I would use the other ones. Blossoms in Bloom. I don't know how much it is. It's about £18, let's say. If anybody... I'm a terrible demonstrator. Should we have a look? Oh, here's my catalogue. Should we see how much it is? £20. So you get all your stamps, you get all your sentiments in that one as well. So one stamp set mainly. Brought in a couple of others. I'm happy from here. They're a must. You've got to get them. £28, four squares, 4 ovals, 4 circles. Retiring really, really soon. Gone. Hopefully not forever, but gone. Never forgotten. Some twine. And we've just done some stamping. Stamped the background, stamped some flowers, die cut them out. Sorry, fussy cut them out. I know you hate fussy cutting, some of you. And that really is that. Thank you very much for joining me this morning. I'm going to go and try and enjoy some of this sunshine, I think. Yeah, that's I think what my plan for the rest of the day might be. Take photos of these, get them uploaded, and then go and enjoy the sun. One tip you saw recently was to mark up the sale price and similar info on your sets when you get them, and then you always have the data at your finger. Yes, Katie, like I did with this one. So I know it's a good idea, I just haven't done it. And yes, I might make that one of my jobs to do. So thank you so much for joining me, everybody. I hope you have a lovely rest of the day. Don't forget to sign up to the snail class if you'd like to join in. Oh, Jill, bless you. Have fun with it. Got the stamp set, got the grey card. Have a whale of a time. You'll love it. Having your hair cut later. Lovely, lovely. Enjoy, Mary. Show me a picky later. New Sweet Seaside Treat Bakery open on the seafront. Is there? Oh, I might take my bike out soon. I might go for a bike ride. Go and explore and then treat myself to some sweet Seaside Treat Bakery. Yeah, don't forget to sign up for the class if you'd like to join. www.thesongbirdsstamper.co.uk. I'll be back with you next Friday, I believe. I don't know. Actually, am I working? Am I working next Friday? I think I'm on nights, so I should be with you before I go to work. Yep, I should be here next Friday, so tune in. In the meantime, have a lovely week. I'll catch up with you all on Facebook. Anybody wants to join in our chat group, you're welcome. Love to have you. And just get in touch, give us a shout. Thanks, Anne-Marie. Thanks, Sandy. Thanks, Antriana. Thanks, Mary. Thank you, everybody, for being here. And I will see you all again really, really soon. Bye for now.